Myself, Rama Bharati, Assistant Professor, ECE Department from SMS College of Technology. I welcome you all for my lecture series. In our last month video, we'll discuss about the combinational circuit. Today, we are going to see about sequential circuits. So, we all know that combinational circuit and sequential circuit have the difference. That means combinational circuit produce the output by depends on only the input. But in sequential circuit, produce the output which is depends on the present input as well as previous output. So for that, we need a memory to store that past values. That is the difference between combinational and sequential. And combinational circuit, we don't need memory, but in sequential circuit, we need a memory to store the past output values. So this is the combinational circuit. Combinational, we give the input and the output is produced by depends on only this input. But in it became a sequential circuit means the output produced depends on the input as well as the previous output. For that, we need a memory. So we had a memory with the combinational circuit, it became a sequential circuit. And the part of the output is fed back to the input also. This is the difference between a combinational circuit and sequential circuit. And we all know that combinational circuit, the examples are adders, subtractors, hanging two comparators, multiplayer, multiplexers, demultiplexers, encoders, decoders, port converters. I think sequential circuit, the examples are mainly it is flip-flop, registers and counters. So today topic that is flip-flop. So you are going to deal with the flip-flop. Okay. So actually flip-flop is a very interesting topic and easy topics. Generally we thought flip-flop concept for a little bit difficult like that. But really it is a very interesting topic and easy topic. Come, let's see. So flip-flop. So already I told flip-flop is an example of a sequential circuit. And I told sequential circuit to have the memory to store the past values. So flip-flop is a 1-bit storage device. It can hold a 1-bit data. Okay. So in flip-flop, we have multiple types. So one type is SR flip-flop, D flip-flop, T flip-flop and JK flip-flop. These are the main types of flip-flops. Today we are going to discuss about SR flip-flop. So I told combinational circuit, we are going to design a sequential circuit means the output is fed back to the input by using the same logic. So just I am going to draw the circuit of SR flip-flop. So and then I told it needs a memory and a clock also. Clock is mainly used to trigger the flip-flop. So we give the clock pulses to every circuit. So clock pulses, this is S input, this is R input. And again we are going to connect one logic. Then this output is given to here and this output is given to here. So this is Qn and Qn bar. Just we'll give some name here. So this is S1 and R1. So this is the flip-flop, SR flip-flop's logic diagram. So see here, S input, R input, clock. Clock is a positive clock pulse is giving to this both gates. So clock is given to this gate and this gate. And second stage, the output is fed back to the input of the second stage. So this is the SR flip-flop. We are going to discuss the operation of SR flip-flop, how it works. So input side, S and R. Okay. So we know that two inputs mean we need a 4 possible combination 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. But here I am going to write it 2 times 0, 0, 0, 0 because what is the output of the same combination? Why the present state is 0 and why the present state is 1. For that purpose, I wrote it 2 times 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. What is the output when the present state is 0 and when the present state is 1 and 1, 0. Here also I wrote 2 times because what is the output when your present state is 0 and present state is 1 and 1, 1. The same reason 0 and 1. So this is present state. and Qn plus 1 is the next state, and what state it occurs. Okay. We are going to discuss. So first input will take 0 and 0. So input 0 here. S is 0. R also 0. Clock I told will give a positive clock pulse. So 1 and 1. So here 0, 1 and here 1, 0. So this is NAND gate. We all know that this is the complement of AND gate. So AND gate is the multiplication operation. Both 1 will give means output will be 1. 1, 0 will give means output will be 0. But this is the complement of AND gate. So here 0 and 1 I am giving. So 0 I am giving. For that only output will be 0 in AND gate. But this is the NAND complement of AND. So output will be S1 is 1 here. And here also 1 and 0. So output will be 1. So R1 also 1 here. So first stage will completed. And here Qn and Qn bar. First initialize, we can initialize this as 1 or 0. That is our willingness. We can initialize it either 0 or 1. So I took 1. So first initialized Qn as 1 and this 1 is given here. So 1. 1. Another input R1 that is also 1. 1 and 1 is given to NAND gate. So the output would be 0. Then this 0 is given here. 1 and 0. So the output is 1. So already here we initialized 1. So Qn bar automatically 0. We got the output 1 and 0. So what it means? No change condition. That means 1 means 1, 0 means 0. So present state 0 means next state also 0. Present state 1 means next state also 1. So this state is called as no change. So this is called as no change condition. Likewise, we'll see the other input conditions 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So these three conditions will be carried out in our next video. Thank you.